What is up, my fam bam? Ashley Elizabeth here with AHM Artistry, and welcome to the pajama party. That's right, I'm filming in my PJs again, and you know that it's been a crazy week if I'm filming in my PJs, because it either means it's first thing in the morning or it's really late at night, and right now it's really late at night. But I wanted to film this for you guys. I wanted to get it out for you. Today we're going to be filming this little, I'm going to just say this eye look. I don't know if I want to call it a tutorial. It's kind of in that direction, but we all kind of learned some things together. We kind of learned some things of not to use and stuff like that, and I asked you guys for your favorites and stuff. But overall it's an easy look, I promise. However, one of the things was a trying time in my life, and don't judge me too hard because we all learn together and we go through some stuff and we shed some tears, we have some laughs, I hope, and that's the way it's just gonna be today. So if you want to see a little bit of that, you want to come and hang out, then sit down, hang out, and keep on watching. No, that's not my new thing. No, here it is. If that all sounds good and dandy to you, then you know what to do. Sit back, hang tight, and keep on watching. All right, you guys, zoomed you in all up close, up front, and personal. Sorry if I frightened you. I know my eyes look crazy right now. I already did my brows, as you can tell, and I already set my eyelid. And as usual, I went in with my Frankie Rose Eye Promise eye primer, and then I set it using the white shade called White Caps in the Face Candy Atlantis palette. Now, if you guys don't remember this, this is the dupe for the Tarte palette that never existed, the Icy Betch palette. That was an April Fool's joke on Tarte. Hello, Tarte, still waiting for that one, for real, for real. But this one came in handy because they totally duped it out. I have a whole video on this one, but I'm gonna use a couple of the shades in this palette. You can get it on the Shop Hush website or the Shop Hush app. I think it's around $12 or $14. Really good deal. However, it gets a lot of fallout. So if you are going to use this, do not do your face makeup first, or you might be regretting it. So I'm going to use a couple of those shades later. Of course, I already did the white. And then for the rest of the blues, now I know this is controversial, so let's not even get into it. Let's not do it. The reason why I picked this palette is because I know most of you guys have it, and it's the Laura Lee Los Angeles Party Animal palette. And of course, I'm going to be using the two blue shades in that. This palette overall, I didn't think performed bad at all. I think it did really well. I know there was lots of controversy on it. It may be that some palettes for some reason aren't formulated good and some are. I don't know. If you don't want to use this one, you can get some really good blues in the BH Cosmetics Take Me Back to Brazil palette. I'm just using matte blue shades. I'll swatch these ones too, of course, so you guys can see. You always know I like to try to show you guys so you can create similar dupes. They don't swatch good. If you saw that video, they do not swatch good. I'm not claiming that they do, but you can take the screen, compare it to your other shadows, and see if you can get that look. I'm also going to be using in this Face Candy palette, this deep blue one right here, just to deepen it up a little bit. So I'm going to show you that one. See, that one doesn't even swatch good either. You could, if you have this Face Candy palette, you could definitely pull out a look using these. This shade would probably be the closest, but it's just a little more teal. Anyways, let's move on. Now, I'm gonna take the Laura Lee Los Angeles Party Animal palette and start with Damage Control to blend out my transition shade. I'm gonna go in with my fluffy blending brush. Pretty much always the same steps. What I've been liking to do lately is I pat it onto the crease, you know, kind of let that color stick to the primer, and that's why I only set my brow bone also, is I let the colors really stick onto the primer unless I want a really soft look. If I want a really soft look, then I will set my whole primer eyelid thing. So I'm gonna pat it all on that crease area, and then I'm gonna start to blend her out, baby. Blend, 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 and blend some more. Y'all know what's up. You know what's good. If you think you're done blending, blend a little bit more and then you're done, pretty much. Wow, if only completing your makeup was that fast. It's just like, stamp it on the other side. That would be amazing. Am I right? Am I right? Well, it would take some of the fun out of it, but you know, it cut down a lot of time. Anyways, tangent, let's go ahead and do a little bit of the edges right here with that very same shade. Just popping it right here, you know, super easy peasy, lemon for cheesy. Now we're gonna go in with Karaoke. I'm gonna be using a more pointed blending brush for that one. It gets really in the crease, but it's not like tiny like this one. This one, I finally found one with synthetic hair, and it is awesome. Look at how cute little bitty baby it is. It's the Sigma E36 brush. I don't really know why I'm telling you guys that right now because I'm not using it yet. I'm just getting a little bit ahead of myself. Yep. Anyways, blending that karaoke shade right into the crease, creasing it up, you know? Okay, if you guys can see it, I have one long gray eyebrow hair right there. You know how much willpower it takes to not pluck gray hair, especially on your eyebrow? Because like, I mean, obviously one day all my eyebrows will be gray, and then if I pluck them all one by one, then I will have none. So I'm resisting the urge, but it is hard. Every time I see her, I'm like, hey boo, you better be careful. Don't invite any other friends to the party because I'm gonna pluck you. And again, with this one, you're gonna blend, blend, and blend some more. And while I'm putting this right into the little crease right there, I'm kind of pushing it up a tiny bit. It's like the tiniest bit up a little bit, just to start blowing out the crease effect right there. So I'm gonna just sit here and do that for a little bit, and I will tell you what I do next. All right, now that I have all that laid down, I'm just going to take a tiny bit of damage control, and I'm gonna just make sure those are nice and blended together. You know, just kind of finessing between these two colors. If you need to put any more of the white cap shade or whatever white shade that you're using, just to make sure that there's a really nice blend, do that. Now I'm gonna take that same brush we were doing the outer edges, and now I'm gonna place karaoke on it, just not going all the way over to the blue. Just really doing the corners and making sure it's connected to the crease too. And let's go ahead and do the lower lash line really quick. If you want to wait until your face makeup's done, don't worry boo, go ahead and do that. But as I mentioned in previous videos, I feel like I don't bring up my concealer as high when I lay down my lower lash line colors first if I'm going to do a lower lash line, so I'm going to do that. Same shades, Damage Control and Karaoke, just layering those up. Right now, time for the spotlight, which will host our snowflake. I'm gonna go in with the same eye primer. This is kind of like a concealer type primer, so you can use a concealer, the Milk Makeup Stick will work, whatever your fancy. And I'm gonna place my little spotlight. I need to have a total focus and concentration for this. Before I move it on to the other eye, I like to set this because it's a little tacky. So I'm gonna go in with both Tidal and Swell right on my finger. I want it to be just shiny and beautiful, you know? I'm gonna cover up all that area, but I'm still gonna bring in my edges a little bit. And then for right on the crease edge, I'm gonna use my same brush that I did the crease with, just to get like a little tight line. Now I'm gonna go back in with my little pencil brush and just make sure that my edges are a little blended, because right now it's like a hard line right there. So I'm gonna first dip into Damage Control and then go in with Karaoke. All right, I'm gonna do the other eye in split second. In real life, 932 minutes. Be right back. Now I'm just gonna deepen up the edges a smidge bit with Empire, which is the deepest shade in the Atlantis palette. I would have done this earlier, but I forgot. Forgetful Sally over here. It's after 9 and I should be in bed. Hey, this is when that brush I was talking about comes back into play. I was like, I thought I was gonna use this today, but I guess I wasn't. And then I was like, oh yeah, Empire, the shade, not the show. Now for the most challenging part. So obviously this eye right now by itself is very Winter Wonderland-y. Throw on some mascara, throw on some lashes if you will, some liner, and you're good to go. But I'm gonna take it one step further because I'm extra like that and I am festive like that. I'm gonna try to use the Sigma Line Ace liquid liner. This is the white one. It's called Endorse. It's a little dry. It was dry from the beginning, so I don't know if I got a bad one or if, you know, all white liquid liners suck, because I was like, this one's gonna be the one, and sure enough it wasn't. So I'm gonna try to use it today. If you have a liquid liner that is white that you recommend, please hit a girl up, comment down below, let me know, let us all in the fam bam know which one you like, because I'm sick of it, quite frankly. Sick of not being able to find a good one. I'm not really going to be able to talk during this. It's a little bit, you know, nerve-wracking. You just need to look down, lift up your brows if you need to, like I do, and paint it right over the little spotlight right there. That's all there is to it. Good luck and Godspeed. All right, because that's so crusty and unpleasant, I'm gonna take the NYX Milk Makeup Stick and I'm gonna go over those lines to hopefully fill in those little gaps. You know, this would already, if there was a good liquid liner that was white, then this would be no problem. Just painting some lines, but alas. Okay, hopefully you guys can see that on camera. The milk stick actually worked a lot better, so I'm gonna try to just go in doing that on the other side. So hopefully that will look okay, and this side's just gonna be a little flaky up close. So it is what it is. In case you're wondering what I'm watching in the downtime of not talking to you guys, I am watching all the Office Christmas party episodes because they are hilarious. Oh, that one's so much easier as long as it doesn't crease on me as I'm working. We'll see. Now I'm actually taking that blue shimmery shade from the Atlantis palette and I'm just deepening up around the edges just to help the snowflake to pop a little bit. Okay, that is as good as it's gonna get with the tools that I have available. So I'm gonna go ahead and do a light liner just on my lash line area. Throw on some lashes and wrap up this puppy, and you can see. And I'm back, and come to think of it, I don't think I actually told you guys that I was gonna finish off the rest of my face. Sorry about that. I got like super into this and I was trying my best to fix it. So I'll tell you what I ended up doing to kind of salvage it a little bit. But before I do, I want to just tell you that I'm going in with the Jeffree Star Platinum Ice palette and I'm using the Glacier just to like really amp up the look, make it a little more cohesive. This is kind of a silvery blue tone type of highlighter. I already did this side, but I'm going to show you just to beef in. And I'm going in with multiple layers to really, you know, make sure, if I'm extra on my eyes, I gotta make sure it's evened out, you know. And then on the nose, like, heavily. Oh my gosh, you guys, I finally watched the new Jurassic World that came out in the summer. Yes, I know it's December. It was so cheesy. It was like, okay, it's dinosaurs, so like I can look past it kind of, but I was disappointed. I was disappointed. So now I'm going to take a little bit of that highlighter too and make sure to bring it right up here underneath the brow. Just give a little pop of shimmer. So now I'm going to pop that in the inner corner, obviously. How can you not? Ice Queen that we're going for. Now, so you'll see, I think I kind of made it a little bit better. This isn't perfect. And you know what? I want to keep this video and I want to keep this in the video and I don't want to wipe it off and start over. I want to show you guys real life what can happen sometimes. That Sigma Line Ace is just terrible. Terrible, terrible. So what I ended up doing is going in with the Ben Nye Clown White. I just did it right over it and it was so much creamier, so much easier. However, you have to set that one. So I went back and set it with the white shade. So you have to work kind of in sections. A little more tedious. I think I salvaged it as much as possible. Quite frankly, I have very hooded eyes anyways. So, you know, I think you get the point across. But I have another idea in my head for a similar look that I think will work even better for hooded eyes, because right now I'm having to lift up my brows and stuff a lot. But it's just something I wanted to try. It was something that it was in my brain of something that I thought of that would look really cool, and I just wanted to try it out. So like I said, I want to keep those moments in there for you guys so you can see, you know, how different things you can use to try to correct it and make it the best. And you know, it's not perfect, but you know, it's something. It's something cool to look at. And I also applied the Urban Decay Goddess Liner from the Hex Remedy set right into the lower lash line. I'm gonna zoom out, apply a lippy, and I'll be right back. All right, my love bugs, that is it for today's little video. I don't know whether to call this like a tutorial or not, because you know, girl had some trouble there with the snowflake for a hot second, but I honestly think that if you have a good white liquid liner that it would actually be pretty easy. It's just some lines, you know, everything was really fast, the shadow and everything, it threw me off. It was really dry and crusty and that doesn't work. So please help a girl out. Drop a comment down below letting me know what your recommendation is. I have tried the NYX ones, both of them. They do the same thing on me. I feel like I tried the Urban Decay Razor Sharp, but then I swatched it again like last month and I was like, oh, it doesn't seem that bad. But now I'm all confused because I don't remember if I tried it and it was like bad, but I just don't remember. Hopefully you get the concept. Hopefully you guys can kind of see where I'm going with this, and I will update you guys in the future with more fine tuning. But like I said, I wanted to keep it real and show you guys I'm not about like retakes and overdoing and la la la, because this is the real tea right here. This is the real me. This is what you get first time applying this thing on my eyes. So yeah, Winter Wonderland style. Sorry, I'm not doing my hair. It is 11 o'clock at night and I gotta go to bed, which is a crying shame because actually overall this makeup does look beautiful. So it is quite tragic that I'm gonna go wash this off. But hey, such is the life of, I don't want to say it, but I'm gonna say it, a YouTuber. So, you know, you do your makeup at midnight sometimes because you have a crazy week and that's what you gotta do. But I still have fun doing it, you know. Little extra highlight. Anyways, if you stumbled across my channel and you've never seen my face before, this is your very first time, you are new here. If you want to go down, hit that little red subscribe button, take that time to do that real quick, then you'll get notified when I post, which is at least 3 times a week. That is it for today. Thank you all so much for tuning in, and I hope every single one of you have a great, freaking awesome, wonderful, happy, lovely Winter Wonderland day.